Today we played Vanishing Realms.
How will I ever get immersed in Skyrim again?
I don't know this game.
So, Vanishing Realms, it's a game where you are a hero who goes into a temple or whatever it was, where there's an evil skeleton witch or king, Diablo 3 much, that is trying to get into the powers of the god or something, and you walk into it. Basically, it's an RPG with a big Skyrim kind of feeling, cartoony thing.
So cliche.
So cliche, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's cool because it's one of the first RPGs on the Vive. It's the first one, at least, that's in a fantasy setting, and you get this Zelda vibe when playing it. It's a bit cartoony,
which gives
it's
it a
not
Zelda
very
vibe.
gorish. It gives it a Zelda vibe.
They're cute. The enemies are cute, just like in Ni no Kuni.
Nino, you're still supposed to finish that, you know?
Fuck off. One day I will do it. I will promise one day. So, what did you think about it?
Didn't play for that long. Yeah, it's like slashing. I was trying to fence against a monster. I was fencing
The skeleton.
the skeleton, but not my kind of game.
No,
Nah.
you don't like Skyrim either, don't you?
Nope.
He doesn't.
I don't like Skyrim.
Skyrim.
See, Skyrim.
The Rings of
the
Sky.
Rings of Sky.
Skyrim.
Skyrim. And I don't like Vanishing Realms. Just give me something like Top Gun, and I'm satisfied.
Top Gun?
With planes and stuff.
Oh, okay. It's gone.
Yeah. So basically, the combat is pretty cool because you're wearing a shield and a sword, or
You have to get the
bow.
shield.
You have to,
You don't
and
start with a shield.
Yeah, it's true. And you have to have enough money.
Yeah.
And
Well,
that's-
you can deflect with the sword and
Yeah.
stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Pretty buggy too, but pretty cool.
You have to know how it works.
Yeah, but you need cash to buy new weapons that lie around in a dungeon.
And when you're as uninterested as Stephane here, you don't pick up the cash and you get stuck, and you just
Don't have a sword.
get stuck.
No.
So you have to pick up all the coins. But the combat is pretty fun. I thought it was fun. The bow and arrow was fun as well. There are VR games that do a better job at emulating the arrow and bow stuff, like Hollow Point. It's much better. But the sword and shield fighting was cool. I was wondering if you can play Skyrim like that. I would love.
There is a application that makes you VR games that are out on Steam already, but they're not that great yet to
If
do
you're
it.
prepared to follow it.
So the game's got like what, 3? It's an early access game. Gotta be told, it's an early access game, so it's like what, 4 hours, 3 hours gameplay if you rush through it.
Yeah.
Tops. So it's like it's got 3 chapters or 4.
3, now there's 2. Third one is coming, and several parts of the third part, when it's big enough, will be released as a DLC. But Stephane really doesn't.
No, he doesn't like games like that.
But hey,
Yes.
it costs 20 euros.
Yeah. Do you think it's worth it?
No.
No.
I bought I bought the season pass for Final Fantasy 15 for 20 euros. So I'd rather spend my money on that.
Yeah, but you can't, come on, you can't compare a AAA game. It's non-VR, by the way, it's not that great,
Oh,
but it's
it's
another
non-VR.
topic. It's a VR game, I think, for the 20 euros you're spending. You have to look at the hard times VR publishers are going through. They have a rough time getting content released, but because it's not profitable at all. And for 20 euros, I think you're getting a pretty good idea of
Yeah.
what a VR RPG would be like. And to me, that's why it's worth the 20.
And it's still in early access, so it's supposed to like still grow.
20
So it's like-
euros for an early access.
Yeah, but you get a lot of fun if you're into RPG. If you're into it, you get a lot of fun out of it because you get to swing a sword and go Leviosa and
The only thing they could change, or that could be changed, is the teleport mechanic. I'm not a big fan because there are games like Onward that they're doing a really good job at getting realistic movement going. Although Fabian here is not a big fan of that, he gets nauseous and shit like that. But the teleport mechanic breaks the immersion, and the environments are just too small for me to enjoy the
That's
scale
just it.
of
That's
the
just like
game.
a dungeon crawling kind of game. It's you gotta picture a standard dungeon crawling game like Diablo, like whatever. There's so many of them out there. I always go back to Diablo, Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, but those are
And
bloody
they
gritty.
make it like into but like to have the blood stains and the blood flying around. I think it's like going to be lethal on your graphics card.
Look at Brookhaven, that does a good job as well.
Yeah, but the graphics weren't as nice and slick as this one. This one's cartoony, but they're nice and slick.
Reminds me of Vanilla World of Warcraft.
It is actually. If you like WoW, you know like WoW. You know like WoW. You know.
If they made it grittier and gave me the ability to dismember the.
But is
orcs
that what
first.
they want to go for? Is that what Indimo Labs wants to reach with their game? That's the question. Maybe they want to have. Nino Kuni did the same thing. They just like, let's make it cute. You're killing cute creatures, which actually quite more gruesome because you're like, oh look at that cute skeleton, he's smiling and then just chopping him into little bits and
But maybe
pieces.
some people really like dismembering cute stuff. It's a thing.
He needs help.
So Stephane really just only likes Final Fantasy.
Is that
I think
it?
we've established
No.
that.
I like Final Fantasy. I like Ace Combat.
Is that out yet?
No, it's
No,
not.
in January, February. I like Ace Combat. I like roller coaster, tycoon kind of stuff games. Building cities. The Witcher. I have Skyrim.
Okay, so you played The Witcher. What to
Isn't
you?
that
What is the difference between Skyrim and The Witcher? Because basically, in the essence, it's a fantasy RPG.
And it's the same. Like Skyrim, you're slashing. The only thing with Skyrim is it's more first person, and Witcher is more third person.
There you go.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
That's just it.
Yeah.
There you go. You heard it first. So, final conclusion. What do you think of the game, and would you buy it, and what's your recommendation for the people?
If I'd like RPG games, I would buy it. But I don't like it, so I won't buy it. But if I'd like it,
How many points would you give it?
points.
Out of 5?
I give 2 sets of points.
Conclusion?
Conclusion: I like it. It's a brave new world. It's VR. I mean, you have to be very forgiving, so that's why I'm giving it a 3. I like the mechanics. I like the fact that you get really immersed. It's the first opportunity to experience a fantasy world by being like a knight or a sword guy with swords. And only minus for me, or the thing that I miss, is dismemberment, gore, blood, and big environments.
So you need a different set of games.
Yeah, so I give it a 3.
I think like being a big RPG fan and hold your horses. Like the gameplay is good. You got the sword, you got the shield. You get to be a Legolas if you want to. You can be like Brad Pitt for instance if you want to. It's real nice. It's a bit cute, but then again, there's lots of RPGs that will go with the cute vibe as well. So you know what? It gets a 4 out of 5 for me, even if it's an early access. It gets that because it's nice. You get immersed into it. You get to swing swords. I actually enjoyed the fighting, like owning their asses with a shield and then fucking. I just liked it. I fucking liked it. So it gets 4 out of 5 for me. Good job, but don't fuck up because I know it's early access, and if it's finished and we play it again, it sucks. I'm gonna destroy you.
You're gonna whoop some ass.
I'm
You're
gonna
going
whoop
to go
some
to
ass.
Indimo Lab and
I'm just gonna be like Indimo, motherfucker.
So basically, would you play it if WoW had a mechanic like that?
Yeah, I would definitely.
How fucked up would that be, being in like a DPS and going into a huge raid? It's like an epilepsy factory.
Yeah, but they will have to like fix that. Like that doesn't become an epilepsy factory and you don't get nauseous from the movie. But there should be like, there's possibilities to do it. I mean, like classic games had magics going like all fireworks, but the newer games don't make it all big and fireworks. Look at Final Fantasy 15. They don't make the magic a big firework anymore. If it's fire, boom, you just ignite fire. If it's lightning, boom, there's just lightning coming from the sky. Why not that then?
This is a... So Indimo, please hear our plea, make a VR MMORPG in the
I would be your first customer.
And maybe employee if we keep on rhyming.
Silent Bob. Silent Bob. He's today your Silent Bob.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Put comments on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter.
Follow us
Instagram.
everywhere.
Follow us everywhere. Not in real life, just on the internet, please. That's it for today.
Just, we've got this nice thing going on with communities, joining communities. We've got one on PlayStation, we've got one on Steam. Be sure to become a Virtualski. See you for the next time.